for a fucking snail. For a fucking snail. We went to the fucking moon. We can't walk on the grass for a fucking snail. I'm so proud of you. You fucking made it. I guess that explains it. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's see how happy she is to wake up from a dead cold after driving all that distance yesterday. Odds are good, as long as she's not knocking when she wakes up. Good morning. Oh, yes, perfect, perfect. Day 2. Nothing like a little bit of dirt road first thing in the morning. Just shake all the rattles out, right? What a beautiful morning. A&W starts it every day. All right, so this is downtown Meritt. I love this mural. We'd never have this in a large city. There's just, the air is so fresh. This is supernatural. I'm sure this small town has its problems, but this just kicks me right back to like the late 90s, early aughts in terms of the vibe and the feel and the people. Take from that what you will. Yeah, beautiful. Soak in the ambience. So we're still in Meritt. I'll just stop for a little bit. The sun is starting to rise over the hills, onto the hills. We're at the Super Shine Touchless Car Wash in Meritt, BC. Across the way, we've got our highway robbers, and further across the way, we have the sun. It's a good day for a car wash. We're gonna get on a ferry today. Should be fun. So Meritt, having kind of just driven through it this morning, reminds me of the world I grew up in. There are little tiny problems on the periphery. It seems like there's probably some substance abuse issues, but there's no strife. There's nothing here that reminds me of what happens in Edmonton. There's no people fentanyl folding all over the place. There's very little graffiti. Everybody's happy. Nobody's constantly on edge. You tell me what we've lost, and I'll point to Meritt. I'll point to like this. This is what we've lost. I don't know if we'll ever get it back. It'd be depressing if we'd ever do. So I can't even make it out of Meritt without stopping several times. The smell next to this sawmill is amazing. It literally smells like a giant woodlot, because that's what it is. It's amazing. I live in the wrong place, I live in the wrong place, I live in the wrong place. All right, so we're climbing out of Meritt now. Same deal, good boost, good AFRs. She's really hauling. We're doing about $1.30 of a 6% grade right now. Yeehaw. Yeah, just outside of Meritt now. Did our first set of hill climbs. There's evidence of human activity. Sun's coming up. I'd say it's a few degrees. Over there is Brookmere. There's no services. And a Volvo that's still surviving. Look at that. Well, there we go. Not 20 minutes ago, the world sure didn't look like this. The variety of terrain is here, man, just amazing here. I'm sure the Tesla will survive. Whew. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. So we've been doing a big, long downhill stretch. Beautiful, by the way. Gorgeous. And I'm using my engine so little on the downhill that my engine temperature is actually dropping into the 150s now. I have to use it a bit to kind of maintain speed on level ground, but the further down we go, like it's barely cracking the thermostat, there's no heat. This is an actual issue. I imagine it's more of an issue for the diesel trucks, because they just generally generate a lot less heat anyway. Cool, interesting trivia. So as I was saying, up there, it's the winter. Down here, it seems to be always the summer. You can smell the freshness in the air. This thing did good. I washed it before I left. That was a mistake. But what you gonna do? I'm so proud of you. You fucking made it. For a fucking snail. For a fucking snail. We went to the fucking moon. We can't walk on the grass for a fucking snail. Okay, so we made it to Bridal Veil Falls Park. It's impossible to describe to you over the phone just how green and lush this is. There's this little tiny chill, but everything is still alive despite the chill. Moss covers everything. The trees are huge, and they never, ever go to sleep. Remarkable. I'll show you the moss in a second. Let's go take a look at this. Unfortunately, somebody's pressure washing their vehicle right now, so we're not getting the peace and quiet that we deserve. But look at this. It's alive. And it's definitely not afraid. Well, we've made it, and things are starting to come apart. So I've got this odd situation where sometimes, depending on how I'm driving it, it'll kind of feel like it's running out of spark, and it just kind of like stutters and stutters and stutters. And that's a problem. If that gets worse, that could potentially strand me. Other than that, we know our fuel is good. We've got that solved. Everything else is cool. But yeah, that does concern me, especially considering I'm going to be in an environment where I'm going to have to move my vehicle very quickly. But I guess we'll kind of see how it goes. We'll find out, huh? Which one would you rather? My Volvo. It's so interesting because this is not commonplace for me. This is not my world. So all of this is incredibly exciting to me. Everybody else is just like stuck in their books or, you know, kind of doing their nails or having a nap. And this is exciting. I'm on a boat. I'm going to another big rock and I need a boat to get there. That's so cool. Amazing. This is human potential. Island living. So this is almost the juncture of day 2, but we got another hour and a half to go. And I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna look at stuff a lot and kind of enjoy the drive. I got nowhere to be. This is so cool. Bring us home, Captain. So this is Qualicum Beach on Highway 19A, which is the Island View Highway. It's a little bit more sedate. A little bit more touristy in small towns than the direct route on Highway 19. So here's our first side quest of island life. I found somebody's wallet with cash and cards and everything on the beach. So we're gonna go return that. They live in town here, so easy fix. Well, mission accomplished. They gave me gas money for returning a wallet. That's cool. So anyway, they're very happy. That was my first side quest complete. XP gained. Well, it's not a showstopper, but it's pretty close. This caliper is locking up. It gets really hot, so you have to let it cool down and then it kind of shrinks back into its place. This one's good. The other one's not so much. So at any rate, this is apparently Lighthouse Country, which consists of Bowser, Deep Bay, the rest of those. And it looks really lovely. So 19A is this really cool secondary highway. And I didn't drive this when I had my Abarth out here, and I did drive it when I had my Miata out here. And now that I've got this poor handling slug, I've got the fun road that I didn't think about the last time around. Oh well, let's go take a look at the view really quick. Look at these trees. These trees are amazing. Oh my God. Look at this. As soon as you step into the forest, the temperature drops like 5 degrees. There it is, through those trees, the ocean. Excite. Literally, I could just sit on this log for an hour and do nothing. And I think I might just do that. Well, hello. As far as the eye can see, $1 million views the entire way. All right, so here we are in Courtney. And what I'm trying to do is settle something which has been happening the entire trip. And I've had this weird thing where sometimes when I roll onto the boost really hard, I start getting a breakup. And it kind of goes burp, 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 and starts losing boost and shutting down. AFRs remain good, so it's not going lean or anything like that. But the forum, or I should say the Facebook people, suggest that I might have gapped my plugs too wide. And I have them set for 0.35, which is what I used to do with my old turbo Dodges. So we're going to gap them down on the instruction of the builder to 0.25 or 0.20, just to kind of see what happens, and we'll see if that improves the situation. Because I've got fuel solved, and I'm still getting that normal weird breakup when I really roll into it in high gear. So let's see how it goes. Man, oh man. So this is one of the final quick stops on day 2. This is Shoreline Beach Park. And it's beautiful. The sand underfoot is so soft. It's this lovely greenish gray color. There's a bunch of flora and fauna growing. This is almost better than Jasper. Sorry, Jasper. Look at it. You can't beat this. You can try, but you cannot beat this. Look at that log. Look at it. Who knows how long this has been here? Well, I'm sure somebody does, but look at the size of it. Here's my coffee cup for scale. It's huge. And it's beautiful. It's huge and it's beautiful. There's BC in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, look. This is exactly it. I'm home. Well, I think that's it. Campbell River, we made it. Not without a few small issues, and not without a little bit of my own stupidity. As noted, I broke my own car with the wrong gap on my spark plugs, which probably kept a lot of power out from under my foot on the way here, which may have actually saved my life. Sometimes we don't need all the power that we have, and not being able to access that full 15 pounds of boost might well have actually saved me, because this thing, again, the bushings aren't that good. So there'll always be issues with handling, right? Anyway, I'm gonna do some edits. I'll publish this in the next couple of days whenever I figure out Wi-Fi. Thanks, guys.